Hallucination. Oh, sorry about that.
Waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin. Can do.
Welcome back to Spider-Man. Now, I honestly have been wondering for a while, not really, though, just a couple of seconds ago, should I get rid of the calendar? And I honestly don't care about this. Where are you? Smile! Say cheese! Gorgeous! Beautiful! Excellent! Continue. Ah! Oh gosh! Fine, what do you... Yeah, I'm ready.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku. Oh, beautiful. It's a Mifune? Correct.
Wait, hold on.
Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste. Did you know him well before his arrest? In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please.
Can I zoom in and out? It's like that.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect. The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style. He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
What is he, Two-Face?
Anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him? No. No, of course not. Not that I was aware of.
Where'd you go? Come back. I'm about to take pictures of you.
Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set. It's just... A friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods. I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that. Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange. You know what?
Doctor Strange?
Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can? When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar. Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Fine.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities? I don't think your readers would have any interest in...
Who's answering?
Wait here, please.
I won't. I really won't. I know. No.
Wait. I recognize that statue. Gotta get a photo. That shouldn't be here. Hello? Craig, I'll call you back.
Run!
My dear, I think it's time for you to go. Oh, could I use the restroom real quick? Fine. Follow me. Thank you. This is a really lovely space. It is. And this will be the last time you see it. The ladies is around the corner. Be quick. Of course. Be right back.
Wait, where? This seems out of place. I can't see restaurants.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now. I've got to get into that back room. If that statue
Whoops.
This just turned into a huge story. What do you mean he had to reschedule?
Ah, it's glitching again. Oh, okay.
If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Nothing.
Ah!
Where was I? Oh, yes. Who is in my auction house? Oh, my God. No, I do. Wait. Was that? Hold on.
No.
What are you doing? You know what? I don't care. Get out. Now.
If I can take her down hand-to-hand combat, I'll slap her around.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have Miss
I'll get
Investigative
dirty.
Journalist arrested.
Can
the
you?
second thing I'm going to do is collect your head, Craig. Dang, she's
What?
pissed.
How is it Craig's fault?
It is most definitely a threat. Uh-huh.
So because
Sure,
Craig
Craig.
didn't know something, it's his fault. I basically could say,
Right.
man A didn't know that man B liked the color blue, and so he's getting fired from his job. What
I
am I
don't
doing?
believe you. Uh-huh.
Like a bird! I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Sure, Craig.
The bird noises were
Pete told
very,
me about this.
they were needed.
Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens. But how?
I wonder how.
That's the Neo behind them. But it looks different.
I just need to touch these more. Whoa, what's this?
Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward.
Yeah, give me a second.
Maybe these pieces move.
They do. Give me a second.
She certainly is cozy with Fisk.
Yeah.
Catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. Nice. So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before.
Isn't this one? I'm pretty sure it's that one.
That's it.
I did it!
Osborn. What is this?
Where'd my water
Devil's
go?
breath.
Gosh darn, just give me a second.
What is devil's...
I'll never tell you.
What the...
Excuse me, sir. You can't be.
Not good.
See, that's what I've done as Mary Jane. Right there.
In there.
Find the file. It's gone.
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
This is the guy I saved 5 minutes ago.
Save.
Listen,
Spider-Man had under
Whoever these
control.
masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay. You hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Give me a second, give me a quick second.
Did she change her perfume? Focus, Pete, focus.
There's no windows in here, never mind.
Yes. All right. Of course.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward.
So glad I found this. I don't know why it's on the buttons to do that. Why is he so... Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Pete. I'm hidden near the front.
Dead.
Get the word
Coma.
to break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but it seemed to scare Fisk. He compares it to Pandora's box.
Not much shook Fisk. We need to get you and that file out of here. Hang tight.
Hi. spy. I don't know why
There we
they don't
go.
speak. I don't think a rat would be in a museum. This one is pretty sis,
Okay,
owned by
almost
Wilson
clear.
Fisk. Or this never ends well for me. I always get caught here. Coma! I have the power of coma in my hands. Fear me. I'm Coma Man.
Keep it tight, Pete.
Oh, it's one here. No wonder why.
That's
Whoa.
all of them.
No! Let me go!
MJ.
MJ, you're supposed to hide. MJ, how did you get into that closed-off room?
Stop!
She's not used to the force. No lair, Pete. So much for hiding. You suck at it.
Not cool with the hostage taking, guys.
Wow. What were the hostages you took, Peter?
What is up with that glowy stuff on your hands? Are you guys ghosts?
Ninjas? Whoa, that's cool.
I mean, I fought specters, but, you know, technically specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean?
No. Oh my gosh, you shot that guy. I saw the blood coming out of him.
All good. Fight a ghost stays on the old bucket. Huh?
I just thought a man be murdered today. Cool, he's got sight. That's right, unnecessary backflip. I swore they all spoke English when I played this the first time. Ah! Don't sneak up on me. Stay. Why find on the display case? It's a new one. What's wrong with that? What the? Give me a sec. The sound was cutting in and out. There's again.
Was it a workout?
There's again. I just got these headphones like a couple days ago.
Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from.
That's right. J. John Jameson.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
That... I don't...
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
No, I think I lost my job.
Mix. Like the last 6 months never happened?
Dinner will not solve me being out of a job, Peter. How could you say such a thing? That's what I assume. That's what I read. What did you guys read? What about the headphones though? I have to return them. You just got them what? Second week owning them?
Since when did Mix become Italian?
no idea, but I'm still glad it makes these fries.
Totally. Best
Everyone
days.
loves fries.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, yeah, well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon
Wow.
as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's
Weird.
your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business.
Gosh, I make a
how's it
joke.
going with
Then
you?
you said that.
Did you
Gosh
get that
darn it.
promotion?
No,
I got fired. I quit.
Really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One
Mm-hmm.
phone call to hair.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius's work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job.
It definitely
I've never
isn't.
heard
It
you
should
talk
not
like that
be.
before.
I'm not gonna change in 6 months.
Not even our relationship, Peter. Why didn't you love me?
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner
To
between
dump you
friends.
again.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Maybe we could be. You know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
I don't see any luggage.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like
A portable fan.
money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Peter, stop trying to make my jokes
Do you
funny.
remember why we broke up?
Yeah.
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the Siren.
Talk to you later.
Actually, it's Saved by the Bell. I believe it's from the show Saved by the Bell. I've never seen it though. I heard it was popular in the 1980s or whatever. You know, if it's something I know, if I haven't heard of, I assume it's from the 1980s.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
I want to make the joke. Now there's a ghost, but ugh. Spider-Man's. Excuse me. Where those police go? We. No.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
Bam, bam, bam. It just never do. All right, where? Touch. All right. Hi. Nobody saw that. All right. No one saw that. Was this the one I like? Oh yeah, this one's amazing. I'm glad I bought that. Oh, where's this one though? What do we do with this one anyway? I don't know. Gadgets, who cares when you got costumes, accessibilities.
Attention units, break-in reported in progress. Report came in from near Ansonia. Over.
Oh,
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you built for your friend.
I better be more
around
careful
the
with
lab.
my adoring
It's no
public.
bother to me, but if the grant committee stops by again,
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like
What?
him very much.
that buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep, please. The people who do great things in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care.
attack from behind. See, there we go. Much better. So I decided, no, I don't want to listen to you. Is he dead? Hi. I'm back. Oh yeah. What? Did you fall down? Please tell me you fell down.
Phew, finally out of sight.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find you. What are you doing up here?
Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
Good point. Can I make more suits? I only care about the suits. Gadgets, I could care less. I do want to be more bulletproof though. That will be useful. Damn, I helped you. I can sing like that. Oh, it's so far away. Do you know how many side missions we can do in that time? 10,000. You hate the cops? That's illegal.
Only cowards assault a helpless person like that. Is this the mosh pit? Great!
Take that. And that. The enemies are objects, I love doing that. Over here. Give me a second. Thank you. Huh.
I realize the irony in me saying this. I hope you've learned not to hit people.
There it is again. I don't know. This may work. I don't know.
Attention all units. Kidnapping reported. Nearby officers, please proceed to the Bryant area.
If I don't say it's not happening
I'll
to
tune my
me.
earpiece to listen for sounds of someone struggling.
Gosh darn it, it happened.
Hold on.
Murder's illegal.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spider-Man.
They're the ones.
Huh?
Spider-Man. He's not fighting fair.
Ow.
Came to the wrong hood. What is this stuff?
Turn this way.
Oh no. Oh gosh, donuts. Thank you. Nailed ya. I'm up and away. Besides, this is a good way for me to... Oh. Yeah, look, yeah, see? Slug crime's done. So that leaves less work for me. So every 3 episodes, so if I'm gonna start uploading, every 3rd episode we can see our percentage for what we've done. Yay!
And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." No, I know
And me?
this speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city, and I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's love. Nothing but love.
I love that. What's that handshake thing? Oh, it's feast. Alright.
Units, we have a break-in in progress. Location is north end of Chinatown.
Going. Oh, there's a backpack here too. Give me a second. Spider-Man plushie.
Those guys were already breaking. Ever hear a knocking? So much for getting all of them.
Oh, he's... I stopped the break-in, didn't I? That shouldn't count as a fail. Oh, that's pretty close, alright. Thank you, John. Anything I can get for these? Oh, yeah.
Hi, Herman.
Seriously?
It's me. So.
Give it up! You're never gonna catch me!
That's what you said last time.
I don't want to hurt you! You'll just slow me down!
Wow, that's considerate.
Too bad.
What's the money for, Herman?
Why do you care?
Actually, I don't. Just trying to make polite conversation.
I'm done talking!
But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. Please talk to me so we can make it interesting. Herman? What? Do you...
Go.
Gotcha. Now let's talk.
I said I'm done talking!
Noted. Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb.
Haha.
You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later. Your choice.
Gosh darn it.
Said enough!
How's that gonna help? thanks for nothing tutorial. It was like, well, what's this one do? I'm dying. I dodged. Oh my gosh. This controller's not listening to my movements. Yeah.
You know what, Herman? You have like zero personality. But your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
I saved the city again. I didn't save the city. Don't tell anyone though.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
No.
I tried,
Yes.
but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Yuri.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ.
Shh. No time, Peter. Secret Wars. Haven't read that. Oh yeah, would you want to yank the weapons away from him?
Hey MJ, you're up late?
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah, I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
Just keep me in the loop. Like I said, I think there's a bigger story here, and I plan to be the one to break it.
Sure. So I can call you, like, whenever?
Yeah, whenever, whatever.
Sorry! So I guess we're talking again.
Oh, I can breathe now. Gosh, I stopped breathing because you can hear my breathing. No, I'm Batman. Okay, I hate this so much. So in Eternals, I haven't seen it yet. I will at one point. When, hey, the 12th. That's only a couple days away. That's when it's out.
We have a vehicle pursuit in progress. Incident is active in Dutchtown. Over.
I hate it so much
I
because.
understand we have another low information caller who thinks we're better off
Darn
thanks
it.
to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with Jake.
Sorry.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes, walking piles of sand, Nazis made of bees!
Oh yeah,
Didn't
Lily.
Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point! They didn't
Almost.
No!
Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack.
Gosh darn it, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a failure. Whenever you see me accidentally skip a jump thing, type in failure down below. Please do. Oh, is that a bagel? Nice, Spider-Man, nice. Please, call me a failure down below. I need to hear it. How I failed J. Jonah Jameson. No, it don't matter. This is what we really want to hear about.
I understand understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes. Walking piles of sand. Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point. They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. But I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I'd hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye.
Not lost cause. So rude. Just give me a moment. So, everyone's obviously been hearing question mark Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man 3. Now, I was a big Spider-Man fan. Take my money and make both of them. That's all I have to say. Alright, we're back. Let's go wind this place again. Woo!
Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
No one cares. It's me, Peter.
Oh, Peter. I just started a mystery novel you might like.
Thanks. I'll check in with you later.
Glitch! I found a glitch. I'm reporting.
Now, where did I put my library card?
Oh, it's called the blankness. Cause there's no cover. Oh, it's about me again. Shh. Ah, the Mass Art Gallery thing.
Wish I could afford an electric wheelchair.
What's that in saying when I was here? Congrats, Tim.
However, once things quiet down,
6 months old.
Good job. Obviously, whenever I get into this, I have to check the entire area.
Coffee's terrible. But it's free.
And done. Oh, wait. Not done.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, look.
No problem. But always on a leash and never in the kitchen area.
Of course. Man, this is great. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
It's okay. We'll get the help you need. Because there's no dog here. So that means crazy. Let's continue. So I can make fun of these people. Making fun of people. Oh, what's this?
Partnership with restaurants and grocery stores works great. Any surplus food comes right here.
God grant me some strength.
Is that book that bad? Probably saw someone twice.
Everyone feels hopeless at some point. Helps to know there's somebody willing to listen.
What books are here? We'll always need blue in 3 different covers. I completely understand. Some people need to collect them all for book covers. I never understood it. Any else rooms I can sneak into? I'm gonna sneak into all the rooms. See what I can learn. Yeah, alright.
Lord, I thank you for this food and this place.
Maybe I should take a class.
learning. The more knowledge I consume, the smarter and more powerful I will become. Inspiration, motivation, progress, success. You don't control me. I'll go there when I want to. Is Aunt May here? Where's Aunt May live?
Looks like May's not in yet. Miss you.
With the same information as before, I don't know. Let's find out.
Man, was I ever a dork.
Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. But, oh, I thought it was the printer, huh? No, fine. Alright, I'm done. I'm good. Oh, see, now that I found a couple things I've never seen before in the game because I looked around more, I'm gonna start doing that more. You're gonna have to suffer through it. Knock knock, hello? It's me. Phone guy. In fact, let's just go back to the streams. I need to beat the 2020.
do for you? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where'd she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why, what is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
We're back. Oh, my leg. Well, why did I say ow? It didn't even hurt. What am I doing now? Oh, phone call.
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
Yes.
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Bye.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped.
Do 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 do. Ow! You're in my way. Wonder where Aunt May lives. There are mysteries in the world. Like within every Spider movie series, Aunt May gets younger and younger. I still find that so weird. Like in Tobey Maguire, she's like pretty old, like I'm gonna say 80s, 70s. Then we have Andrew Garfield, she looks like she's what, 50s, 60s, and then Tom Holland with her looking
Doc needs me at the lab.
in her 30s or 40s.
Workout in the city.
I don't like working out. How long is that building? I do one thing though. Ooh, new outfits. Spider-Man Noir. Why not do a tower? Is that backpack I heard? What is that little device thing? No wonder the cops can't do it. It was a backpack. Spam New Orleans and stand for this.
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, what the heck was that?
I totally forgot. I didn't forget. I'll be there soon. I'm losing them.
This tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
I did not lose them. I was looking right at them. Take them to Torum.
Cool window, but I always get the feeling something strange is going on in that place.
Amazing.
Peter, Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seemed worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Yes.
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
We're talking again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned. I was actually touched by how concerned. I knew he liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You've got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
Well, I got a lot of stuff. Then it's what do I need for suits anyways? Oh, research and base tokens. Gosh darn it, I hate research and base tokens. We're on a raid tower, so might as well do it.
Hey, we don't need you here right now, right?
Yes, you do. You're useless. I have to do them one at a time. It's so annoying. Oh, I don't.
Don't panic. I'm here. Over here.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Help me, please.
Looks like it's gonna die. Again, it's not like they're gonna die. Oh,
that's everyone.
Alright, maybe they're gonna die.
Thanks, big guy. I thought it was you're okay in my book.
Oh, the backpack, nice. You've gotta be kidding me. Nice upgrade. Website notes. Oh, yes. Enemy says large. Nah. Reduces incoming mail. I'll use that one. Increases the range of AR. I don't really need that. Increases. It does. I'm good with what I have. Oh, my legs. Probably from sitting weird in this chair. And it's I, Peter Parker, back in the lab.
How does it work?
What's that guy?
Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Throw this cup of water into his face. Good. Now throw it into his face. It's not working, Doc.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman.
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto.
What?
You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter, there's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
At Oscorp. I mean, think of it. If Peter, I didn't get time to explore. That sucks. If Peter did take the job for Oscorp, not only, well, I don't know. It could be good for Spider-Man. It could not be good. What's that?
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No.
His dad was green.
Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe. Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Yeah, well, Harry's in Europe. Interesting that they chose Harry Osborn to be Venom in this game universe. Because it's usually,
Harry left me a message about these before he left for Europe.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
What are my missions anyway?
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, what's the word, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high.
You're telling me.
And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. Particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source.
See, when I got this game, I wanted it to be Spider-Man beating up Rhino, Electro, not cleaning up air pollution. That's not what I had in mind. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to make a manual save, which means it's the end of the 3-1 episode. So let us see how good we have done. We are a total whopping number of, drumroll please, pretend it's still going. I want to say 13%, 13%. Hey, 19%. Alright, nice. Alright. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.